and a polar bear.
No, actually, I'm coming up here with Americans and humanity. I want to let them know that while they arrested many of us, that this coalition is not about black or white, brown or yellow, male or female, straight or gay. And we recognize that this is about humanity and that it's on the line. And while many of us have been arrested, that what you now see is the gathering of humans from different walks. Dr. King called it the beloved community, when we can all just come along together and just work together to solve our problems. So what you're seeing on the stage behind me is America. You're seeing America on this stage. You're seeing male and female, black and white, brown and yellow, straight and gay, theists and atheists, all of us on this stage, because we recognize if we lose this battle, we would have lost it all. There's no second chances with this one. Even with some wars, humanity loses so much, but there could be a second chance. So I just want to say that we need to recognize that while man fights Earth, Earth fights back. 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 Earth wins. Earth wins.
And if Earth wins, men win.
We lose. So I just want to say that what we're out here today is that last November, millions and millions of people went to the polls and they elected this new Congress for the 110th Congress. And they put them in office for several reasons. One of the things you should know that I'm from the great state of Louisiana. And being from Louisiana, many of you saw as my community in New Orleans. That's my little accent. If you wonder where that little accent comes from, it's my Louisiana accent. But many people saw in New Orleans how by the effects of global warming, the least of these, poor, particularly black people, drowned before our eyes. Now, if that was not a wake-up call for the world to know that we must change our policies. I told somebody that we now have two problems. We got Pookie, who's drowning in New Orleans, and we got the polar bears who are drowning in the North Pole. So we got to solve the problem from Pookie to the polar bears, from Martha to Stewart. That was a joke to put you in there. But the whole point I really want to say today, y'all, is that this morning we gathered, and this is the part I want to just give the facts of what happened. This morning, hundreds of people gathered here today to do civil disobedience, to do demonstrations, to let the world know that it cannot be business as usual. Students, vets, moms, school teachers, grandmothers, grandfathers, from all walks of life, black and white and brown and yellow, male and female, straight and gay, theists and atheists, everybody, humanity, came this morning to shut it down.
And we did, too.
And I must say, we were successful. We shut down the Cannon building. We shut down the Longworth building. We shut down the streets. We shut it down. And to be clear, we didn't shut it down because we didn't have anything else to do on a Monday. It wasn't like we just felt like, well, on October 22nd, let's all just go and shut it down. Let's all just go and get arrested. There were many who were arrested today for the first time. Today there were some 4 juveniles, those under 18, who literally put their lives on the risk, who they got arrested. There are those who have pacemakers who got arrested, knowing that they got hit in the chest in the wrong way, that this could be their last day. There are veterans who were arrested arrested. Those like myself, as the vice president of the Iraq Veterans Against the War DC chapter, myself, they got arrested today. There are veterans who got arrested. All of these people did not come here today just to get arrested because we wanted to. We came here because we recognize that 7 years into the 21st century, that if we don't stand up now, and we don't recognize that we must be at the peak of resistance, if we don't stand up, we recognize that all will be lost. We recognize that if we don't stand up at this point in humanity, we will lose everything.
That's right.
And so I just want to say to this Congress that you are complicit in this madness.
That's right.
They can't hear you, Rev.
I just want to say to this Congress that you are complicit in this madness. We did not put you in office. Republicans, Democrats, Greens, Independents, we did not go to the polls in a silent revolution to put out all the cronies to put you in office so that you can get free haircuts and do nothing. You are complicit in this madness. You had an agenda that was quite clear. Fix policy to stop global warming and to bring the troops home now. No other Congress has had a clearer mandate than this Congress. And so they are complicit. They have left us with no choice now as the people to stand up. So there are many out here who have gathered in this process. I just want to say the historical aspects, and then I want Steve and then I want Rachel to come up to speak to other leaders who are part of the organizing component for this process. Why this piece is historical is that traditionally we have been in a situation where our movements, not to any real reason or rhyme, but for organizing methods, and I think Medea Bender from Coping said it best, that we've always known this war was for oil. This is not a new nuance to us. This is not something we just woke up today or the past 2 months and say, hey, would it be great if the No War group formed with the No War group and we could link global warming with the peace group? No. We have known from the beginning of this war that this atrocity was based on stealing the oil from Iraq and the Middle East. We have known that from the beginning.
Greed. Yeah.
That this greed is not only killing us and the Iraqis, but it is killing humanity as well. And so now what you see, though, is the synergy of the No War and No Warming coalition coming together. You now see the synergy of those who are fighting for Katrina and other issues coming together. You see the synergy of this process. So I want to say to the press and others who are looking, our numbers might look smaller because most of our group has been arrested. And we are supporting. There are many of those who are going to do jail support right now, who are off to make sure that they are safe. It is very difficult. And so we want to make sure that's the case. At this time, I want to bring up Steve from the Price of Oil. So before Steve, I want to make sure, many of you know that I was a chaplain, right? I was a United States Air Force officer. And one of the things we have to do as an officer is take the oath to protect the Constitution from foreign and domestic enemies. And so it never does me more honor to stand up here with other officers who were in the military who recognize the time is critical. So one of those who has spoken out, who has been amazing, has been actually giving me encouragement as I guess a junior officer to some degree in that aspect, has been Colonel Ann Wright. So come on, y'all, give it up for someone who has put her life on the line, who is truly a patriot fighting for this country, Colonel Ann Wright.